The way I make my behind the scenes videos is fairly simple. It took me some time to find an easy way to capture these moments without the help of a sidekick. Now with this simple tool, I'm this close to make the behind the scenes videos that I want. Let's dive into this. First and foremost, why do I make these? Well, easy for me, because I want to see my progress over time, and of course for the sweet memories. The first camera that helped me capture these moments and make these behind the scenes videos was the GoPro. It did the trick for me for so many years because it was small, lightweight, and it was easy to manipulate. My only issue was that it took me out of my photo shoot every time I had to turn it on and off to save the batteries, and every time I had to frame my shot. Sometimes in a hurry I framed my shot poorly and ended up not using the footage in post. And later on I got the Insta360 One X, a 360 degrees camera that literally films everything around it. This doesn't replace a videographer, a filmmaker that will be by my side and film me during my photo shoots, but it allows me to do everything myself, and I end up using most of the footage that I shot with it. So it's really just that. I take out my camera, press the record button, and worry about the framing later. I do not film everything. I usually wait until that moment where I know we will get the shot and film between 30 seconds to really 5 minutes max. 5 minutes is already too much. This only happens when I'm creating something a bit complicated, when I'm adding accessories like smoke or fabrics, or when we struggle making a shot. The image quality from the Insta360 One X is good. I mean, I used it for many years, but I felt recently that I needed an upgrade. More resolution, maybe going from 5.7K to 8K, 10 bits, 422, you know, the basics to have a workable image in post, and decent footage for that too. I waited a tiny bit, you know, to see if there was anything coming out. I thought that I would upgrade for Insta360's newer models, but instead I went for the QooCam 8K by KANDAO VR. I really hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Not a new camera, but still an upgrade from my One X, because yes, it's a 3 years old camera. So why did I change? Better image, better low light capabilities, more details thanks to the 8K sensor, and better ergonomics thanks to that huge screen.
technique. tout mon round. C'est le dernier passage de ce moment de flammeur le public.
Now, there are some downsides. The software, let's say that it still needs some improvements. Adding a separate step for stitching the videos is not ideal for quick edits. Because that's how it works. You use KANDAO's software to stitch your 360 footage. Render it in ProRes 422 for best quality, and then you open it in DaVinci Resolve, for example, with the help of KANDAO VR, and do your framing and camera movements there. This is currently my workflow. I do all the edits of my YouTube videos directly in DaVinci Resolve. Some of you asked me where I get my music for all my videos. Well, I used to rely heavily on the platform artlist.io, and very recently I've been using Audio. But more about these license-free music platforms, I will make a review and give my thoughts about them, especially on the platform Audio. But this will come, of course, in a future video. Once I chose the music, the beat, the rhythm, the vibe will help me for the edit. This is how I decide where the stops and accelerations will be for the footage from my QooCam 8K. I usually do not grade my footage for my BTS now. I just do some minor corrections. I show you what I want you to see and choose the clips that summarizes the photo shoot best. I also do my best to show you where the lights were placed and the amounts of interaction that I have with the models. I wish I could add the audio. It is possible, of course it is, but this would require much more work for my videos in the edit, and it will be impossible for me to propose you videos regularly. Did I make a good decision by switching from the Insta360 One X to the QooCam 8K? I believe so. And since it's a camera that is already a few years old, I'm hoping that maybe this year, in a few months, we will have an upgrade, maybe, that will get me even closer to the type of footage that I expect from such a small camera. You know, better dynamic range, bit more resolution, better battery life, a better software, or maybe a plugin that will allow us to do the stitching, camera movements, framing, all that stuff directly in DaVinci Resolve. This would be awesome. Still, I love the design, the size, the weight, that huge screen that makes it easy to navigate through the menus without having the need to dive into an app on your phone. So this 360 degrees camera will be my go-to camera for all my behind the scenes video every time I'm all alone. I still have a few behind the scenes videos coming that were filmed with the One X, but since the QooCam 8K became my go-to 360 camera, you will see a slow change and more footage from that camera in the weeks to come. I invite you to check out their official website because they make other tools, interesting tools for content creators and professionals. That's it for this one. I will catch you in the next one, and until then, please have a good one.